my grandma would cry because they were not Mexicans, but they ended up coming back. And they lived here, and my dad, I was born, and so the story goes. And as it relates to education, like has been said, my dad went to the first grade, my mom went to the third grade, and I went 19 grades. And they had 11 kids, and they went to a whole bunch of grades. And then they had grandkids, and they went more grades. So we got a lot of grades here. But that's my story. But here we're talking about supporting legislation on education for the undocumented. And you can say, well, are we going to win? I say, not yes, but hell yes. And I would say, how are we going to do it? And I'll tell it in this story, and then I'll walk away. One of the things that we do here is let people know what's going on so they can have a better perspective. I like to put it this way, that some people come here and they think the world is flat. But we all know the world is not flat, it's round, right? And this is my example about that. I was talking to a new state rep coming in, and he told me, he said, you know, you Hispanics are divided. I go, really? Well, I'm gonna ask you a question since you know the answers. I go, in 2006, we had a rally all over the country. And we had a rally in downtown Dallas. Since you know the answer, I'm gonna ask you a question. How many people were at that rally? He goes, 10,000. I go like this. Let's go a little bit higher. He goes, 20, a little bit higher. 50, a little bit higher. 75, a little bit higher. 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 400, 500,000 people. So do we care about this issue? Not yes, but hell yes. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Representative Alonso. The next speaker is coming out of Fort Worth, the House Representative Ramon Romero.
I have a message for Representative Stickland, Zedler. I was born in Fort Worth, Texas, pero mis padres son de Jalpa, Zacatecas, un pueblo humilde en Jalpa, Zacatecas. Mis padres vinieron aquí por la misma razón que los padres de todos ustedes, niños que están acá atrás de nosotros, jóvenes, para un mejor mundo, un mundo donde no hay tanta corrupción. Y lo que vemos aquí ahora es una forma de corrupción, una forma de robo al futuro de estos jóvenes que están aquí atrás. Pero nosotros, como yo tengo hermanos, dos hermanos, Alejandra y Juan, que también nacieron en Jalpa, Zacatecas, y vinieron aquí y se hicieron profesionales, igual como todos estos que van a estar aquí. Como negociante, como persona de negocio, le doy muchas gracias al señor Bill Hammond, del Texas Association of Business, porque él reconoce de que el negocio que se hace aquí en este edificio es un negocio de buenas decisiones que son para el mejoramiento de las personas de este estado y también de este país. Así es que cuando ellos dicen esto es algo que es en contra de los que ya están en línea, de los ciudadanos, es en contra de todos los ciudadanos. A ponernos este estado en una situación que económicamente no hace ciencia bien. Nosotros, cada uno de nosotros como americanos, como tejanos, y yo creo que los demás de los representantes ahí, republicanos o demócratas, todos vamos a estar de acuerdo. Por eso les doy este mensaje hoy y se los damos mañana y todo el tiempo que vamos a batallar adentro de este edificio, que yo también, por parte de mis padres, también soy zacatecano. Aunque soy muy orgulloso de ser americano, no me puede salir de aquí esta sangre zacatecana. Todos de nosotros, sean de Zacatecas, sean de Puerto Rico, sean de Cuba, sean de cualquier otro país de este mundo que vinimos aquí a este país, venimos para una razón más que nada. No solamente para el futuro, pero también para levantar este país. Y así es como nos tienen que ver a nosotros, como una decisión buena, una decisión que va a dar fruto a este país. Y créanme que nosotros, que yo, igual con mis otros representantes aquí, estamos aquí para ustedes. Gracias.
Thank you for those words. Thank you for those words. The next speaker is City Council Member from Fort Worth, Sal Espino.
Today, I join the Dreamers and all of the elected officials here today in solidarity because the Dreamer story is a Texas story, an American story, and it's also a personal story. I was born in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico. When I was 5 years old, my parents took me to the north side of Fort Worth, Texas. Right? Yes. And Fort Worth is a city known for its cowboys, its culture, its commerce, but also community. And what you see here today is a united community, united in those Texas values of giving an opportunity of individualism. Yesterday, when our state reps and state senators were sworn in, you heard great speeches about the great state of Texas and Texas values. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Dreamers here today represent the best of Texas, right? And as Representative Chia said, it's good public policy. We have already invested in public education dollars on these wonderful students. And you know what? It's a heck of a return on investment. They're going on to college. They're going on to make a difference in their communities. And it's the same story in my family. I was the first one in my family to graduate from high school. Then I attended TCU and SMU Law School. My brother Manuel, also born in Ciudad Juarez, attended Notre Dame University. My other brother Freddie attended the University of Texas at Austin. So when people are here talking about repealing this bill that is going to continue to help these wonderful students and their families, it is personal, and we're united, and we will do everything from Fort Worth to Dallas to Houston, San Antonio, Austin, El Paso, East Texas, West Texas, throughout the great state that is Texas. We come united in la lucha. This is a just cause. And I'll leave you with a dicho, a saying that my father, Victor Manuel Espino, I was very moved, who used to come home from work, working as a molder to mirror manufacturing, all with smoke. He always used to say this saying. I'll say it in English, in Spanish, then in English. El o la que sabe más, vale más. He or she who knows more is worth more. Let's keep the fight. Let's work to make sure that we keep this bill, repeal the actions, not of this bill, but the actions of those representatives that would deny the young people of Texas an opportunity to make this state greater. God bless you, God bless the Dreamers, and God bless Texas.
Thank you, Sal Espino. The next representative that will be speaking for us is out of District 140. His name is Armando Wally.
¿Cómo están todos? How you guys doing? Good! My name is Armando Wally, State Representative from District 140 in Houston, and I stand proudly, con mucho orgullo, proudly standing with these young people here behind me and those that are in class today. Why? Because I too am a son of immigrants. Mi papá nació en Villahermosa, Tabasco. He came to the United States in 1977, 78. I was born in 1978 and have deep, deep roots in Mexico. But my home is here. Yep. My home is here. And I want to tell the Dreamers, your home is here. Yeah! And one of the most, in this house, there's a lot of talk about faith, about Christ. And for me, it makes my blood boil to hear hateful rhetoric coming from the halls of both of these chambers. It makes my blood boil, okay? And I have to control myself because I know these kids. These are our kids. All these kids are our kids. And one of the things, and I'm gonna leave you with this, one of the things you can do, one of the worst things you can do, the most ungodly thing you can do is to deny these children access to public education, to deny these kids an opportunity to succeed and provide for their families. And so I end with that. I'm proud to be with you. We're with you. We're gonna fight for you. But we need you to knock on doors and call and email. Because you guys are smart. Y'all smarter than me. Y'all know how to use the Twitters and the Facebooks and the Instagrams. Okay? Me da mucho orgullo estar aquí con ustedes y con la lucha vamos a vencer y vamos a superarnos because this is for you. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Dreamers, how do we feel? Motivated, educated, darn right educated. You can check us out, you can check us out. What? Dreamers, how do we feel? Motivated, educated, darn right educated. You can check us out, you can check us out. What?
Thank you. The next speaker is a successful businessman and the founder of Keep HB 1403, Jorge Baldo.
Hi, my name is George Baldor, and I'm the founder of KeepHB1403.com. We started this organization to bring awareness to efforts to repeal the in-state tuition, the bill known as HB 1403, and this is one of the events that we've sponsored today to bring that public awareness. And as such, I want to personally thank all of the public officials that have been here representing not only their districts but their states and the dreamers throughout the entire state of Texas. Also for the business leaders, the religious faith groups that are here represented, and for you, for the press, for being here to report this story. It's important that we get the word out. This is not our private story. This is a story that affects all of the state. HB 1403, the in-state tuition, is not about an immigration issue. It's simply about education. So these students have already gone through the admission process, and so they're not taking anyone's seat. They've already earned the right to be in that seat. HB 1403 simply provides the in-state tuition and not the 3 or 4 times additional out-of-state tuition. Traditionally, in-state tuition has been a geographic definition, and now it's being turned into a political definition, and that's what we can't accept. As a business owner in Texas, I understand the importance of having an educated workforce, and I know that this benefits us as we become competitive in the world market. So my story for support is a personal one as well. I'm an immigrant from Cuba. I came at age 6, and I've had the opportunity through education and through hard work to achieve the American dream. And I live that dream every day. But my story shouldn't be unique. My story should be replicated over and over again. And the repeal of HB 1403 is going to take that opportunity away from these students and the other students throughout the state of Texas. This is not acceptable. This is not the spirit of the American people. I love this country and I love this great state. And what I love about America is that the greatness of America is in the goodness of its people. And part of that is in the belief in liberty, in justice, and in fairness. And the acts of HB 14 repeal are not about fairness. It doesn't represent the American spirit. So what we're doing through our www.keephb1403.com is providing a resource to be able to galvanize the efforts through resolutions that you can download for either businesses or organizations, individuals to express their public support, and for dreamers to express their stories as well. So I invite you to please visit our website, use it as a resource. We'll be updating all the bills as they come through and what the effects are and what we can do. But this can't be done alone. This is going to take all of us to do that. So again, I invite you to visit our website, www.keephb1403.com. And I want to thank you for being here. God bless you, God bless America, and God bless the great state of Texas.
Thank you, Jorge. As you have seen here today, you've seen representation from business leaders, elected officials, and students who understand that education is a powerful tool that will not be taken away from us, and that we're going to make sure that we just not only mobilize, that we organize, that we don't only activate, that we advocate. We're going to make sure that nothing keeps us away from lobbying inside the Capitol. The words that were spoken here in the stairs will echo through the chamber of the stairs of here inside the Capitol. They will hear our stories. They will let us know that we are Texans, that we are Americans, and that them, by trying to deny us an education, is not only hampering the student, but is damaging the state as a whole. We are here to say that we're going to continue to organize, we're going to lobby our elected officials, and we're going to come back if need be. And every single time that we come back, we're going to grow bigger in numbers, louder in voice, and our force is going to grow more powerful until not only do they not even think about repealing in-state tuition, we're going to make sure that we say in-state tuition in this legislation and in any other and in future legislation once and for all. Thank you. We're going to We're going to end the press conference. If anybody wants to do any individual interviews, we'll have elected officials and students available. The other congregation will go inside to lobby their legislators and show support for HB 1403.